Man, this your big brother K-Rino. I'm gonna hit y'all with this one real quick, man. We got to get out of the habit of thinking that our experience is everybody's experience. Meaning that just because something didn't work for you, something that you did uh, didn't work for you, that's not the absolute template for every individual's life. There's too many people on the planet, too many scenarios and possible scenarios, potential results and outcomes that can come from any combination of people and things coming together. So while we can give people words based on our experience with certain things, we are not definitively able to just determine that just because this didn't work out for me when I tried it, it absolutely means that it's not going to work out for you. That's just not true. So, what am I talking about? What are some examples of that? Okay, I'll give you some lightweight stuff. If somebody says, "Man, hey, what kind of car you getting ready to get?" Oh man, I'm gonna get an Equinox. Oh man, don't get no Equinox, man. I'm telling you, man, them cars. Them cars ain't no good, man. I'm telling you, man, them some bad cars. Because you had one and it turned out to be a bad car. Now, maybe you got a bad one. Maybe you got a faulty one. Maybe yours was used and it had been through the ringer and it was over with when you got it. But trust and believe, there are a whole lot of people driving that very same car that have not had any problems with it. That will tell you, oh no, man, I love my Equinox. I love, my whatever, whatever, whatever. Now when when a lot of people are saying the same thing, then yeah, you kind of look into it. You kind of check into it and make sure, especially when it comes to people and when it comes to places of business, but you still have to take it on yourself to go through the process of seeing it for yourself. Hey man, that movie was trash. Don't waste your money. People say, oh, don't waste your money. Okay, well, I've been seeing this commercial, the trailer all this time. I really want to see it. So I'll take a chance on possibly wasting my money rather than not seeing it at all because I wanted to see it. Now, some people might say, oh man, I'll wait till it comes out on streaming or wait till I ain't got to pay for it. They may do that based on somebody else's opinion, but if it's something I really want to do, I'm going to go on my own, and then I can come back and be big enough later to say, oh man, yeah, you was right. I wouldn't fit in that. Now, on to the big one. The big one is when people try to tell you that something for you will not work in your relationship because of something that did not work for them in their relationship. Like if they say, "Oh man, I got married at 24. I you just shouldn't do that, man. My marriage didn't last 6 months, man. Okay, well, that was you. That was you. And while I might be a person who may say, well, that's kind of young. You got to make sure that you really, really ready for that. That would be the advice I give more so than tell somebody just absolutely that they shouldn't do it, because it didn't work for me. Okay, I got married when I was 24 and man, oh man, that woman went crazy, man. No, hey, that was you. You picked that woman, or a woman, you picked that man. So it's not absolutely wise to just pretend or not pretend, but to feel like because things didn't go right for you that it's not gonna go right for them. And judging other people's relationships as well, because sometimes we get in this mode where we will see how other people um, conduct their relationships, how they move in their relationships, and we'll say, "Oh man, they crazy. Man, why that's what they be doing? Nah, they into that. They into that. Hey man, look, if it's not for you, then it's not for you. But far be it for me to be going trying to put somebody on blast for what they do in their relationship because I don't do it. It's like, hey man, it's that. And on top of that, they seem to be happy. It seems to work for them. That whole thing seems to not be an issue for them. But you'll look at it and say, I would never let my wife do that. I would never let my husband do. That's you. And you got to understand that. So we're not going to all agree on every aspect of life that we see other people partaking in, but we also have to, in our disagreement, we also have to be wise enough to say, okay, man, well, you know what? It works for them. It's not my place to intervene, nor is it my place, and it's the big one, nor is it my place to go around talking about them to other people. Man, you know what they be doing? Man, man, she work and he stay at home and cook and clean and take care of the children. Man, that woman crazy. Now, even if I may not agree with that concept, if they're happy doing it like that, who are we? Who are we, man? Who are we? Who are we? You know, and there's so many other different situations that we can point to as it relates to people and things like that, man. How people run their business, you know, how people um, raise their children. Um, and I don't mean how people raise their children in terms of letting their children be wild and foolish and crazy. No, that's a different conversation because that now affects outside of their own household and society. But I'm talking about people. It may be somebody who homeschools. Man, they weird. They homeschooling their children. How they got, man, I'm gonna put my child in that school and I ain't got to worry about it. I can have me some free time. That's you. So what works for you may not work for somebody else. What works for you may work for somebody else. But we got to stop thinking that our way is the only way for other people to be, because either your way worked or your way didn't work. My way worked, so you should do it. That might not work for him. My way didn't work, so you shouldn't do it like that because it ain't gonna work for you. Not necessarily true. All right, man, it's your big brother K-Rino. I'll catch y'all with another one real soon. Y'all be sure to check out the latest episode of the Underground Dialogue podcast right here on YouTube. Y'all go do that right now as soon as y'all get off this video, and I'll catch y'all later on. Peace.